Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that's sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet, salt. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't salt supposed to be bad for us? Well, that's actually a myth we need to bust. Salt isn't the villain it's been made out to be. In fact, it's absolutely essential for our health and has some pretty amazing benefits that most people don't know about. Over the next 15 minutes, we're going to explore why your body literally cannot function without salt, the different types of salt and their unique benefits, and how to use salt properly to optimize your health. So grab a glass of water, you might get thirsty talking about salt, and let's get started. Why your body needs salt. First things first, let's talk about why salt is absolutely crucial for human survival. Salt, or sodium chloride, isn't just a flavor enhancer. It's one of the most important electrolytes in your body. Your nervous system depends on sodium to transmit signals. Every time you move your hand, blink your eyes, or even think a thought, sodium is helping carry those electrical impulses through your neurons. Without adequate sodium, your nervous system literally starts to shut down. Salt also regulates your blood volume and blood pressure. Now, I know this sounds contradictory to what we've been told, but here's the thing. Your body needs the right amount of salt to maintain proper blood pressure. Too little salt can actually cause blood pressure problems just as much as too much can. Your muscles need salt to contract properly. This includes your heart muscle. Athletes have known this for decades. That's why sports drinks contain sodium. When you sweat, you lose salt, and if you don't replace it, you get muscle cramps and fatigue. Salt helps your kidneys function properly by maintaining the right balance of fluids in your body. Your kidneys are constantly filtering your blood and deciding what to keep and what to eliminate. Salt helps them make these decisions correctly. And here's something really interesting. Salt is essential for proper digestion. It helps your stomach produce hydrochloric acid, which is what breaks down your food. Without enough stomach acid, you can't properly digest proteins or absorb important nutrients like B12, iron, and zinc. Different types of salt. Now, not all salt is created equal. Let's talk about the different types and their unique benefits. Table salt is what most people are familiar with. It's highly refined, usually has anti-caking agents added, and often contains iodine. The iodine addition was actually a major public health victory. It virtually eliminated iodine deficiency disorders like goiter in many countries. Sea salt is made by evaporating seawater and contains trace minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. These minerals give it a more complex flavor and provide additional nutritional benefits. The mineral content varies depending on where the seawater came from. Himalayan pink salt has become really popular lately, and for good reason. It contains over 80 trace minerals, including iron, which gives it that distinctive pink color. Some people report better hydration and improved sleep when they switch to pink salt. Celtic sea salt, also called grey salt, is harvested using traditional methods in France. It has a high moisture content and contains beneficial clay and minerals. Many chefs prefer it for its complex flavor profile. Then there's black salt, which, despite its name, is actually more of a pinkish grey color. It has a distinctive sulphurous taste and is commonly used in Indian cuisine. It's particularly good for digestion. The key takeaway here is that unrefined salts generally provide more nutrients than highly processed table salt, though any salt is better than no salt when it comes to meeting your body's sodium needs. Surprising health benefits. Let's dive into some of the surprising health benefits of salt that most people don't know about. First up, better sleep. Salt helps regulate stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. When these hormones are balanced, you sleep better. Some people find that taking a small amount of salt before bed actually improves their sleep quality. There's even a traditional remedy of putting a pinch of salt under your tongue before sleep. Salt can improve mental clarity and focus. Your brain is about 2% of your body weight but uses about 20% of your energy. Proper sodium levels ensure your neurons can fire efficiently, leading to better cognitive function. It supports thyroid function. Your thyroid needs iodine to produce hormones, and iodized salt has been the primary way many people get their iodine. Thyroid hormones regulate metabolism, energy levels, and body temperature. Salt helps with hydration, and this one's counterintuitive. You might think salt dehydrates you, but the opposite is true when used correctly. Salt helps your body retain the right amount of water. This is why oral rehydration solutions used to treat dehydration contain salt. For people with low blood pressure, salt can be literally life-saving. While we hear a lot about high blood pressure, low blood pressure can cause dizziness, fainting, and fatigue. Increasing salt intake can help normalize blood pressure in these cases. Salt supports adrenal function. Your adrenal glands produce hormones that help you deal with stress. When you're chronically stressed or have adrenal fatigue, your body often craves salt because it needs more sodium to function properly. And here's one that might surprise you. Salt can help with allergies. Some alternative health practitioners believe that proper mineral balance, including adequate sodium, can reduce histamine reactions and improve allergy symptoms. How much salt do you need? So how much salt should you actually be consuming? This is where things get interesting because the recommendations vary wildly depending on who you ask. The American Heart Association recommends less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams. But many functional medicine doctors and researchers argue this is too low for optimal health. The truth is, your individual needs depend on several factors: your activity level, climate, overall health, and genetic factors. If you exercise regularly or live in a hot climate, you need more salt because you lose more through sweat. A general guideline that many health experts are moving toward is about 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of good quality salt per day for most people. That's roughly 2,000 to 4,000 milligrams of sodium. But here's the key: listen to your body. If you're craving salt, you probably need more. Your body is pretty good at telling you what it needs if you pay attention to it. Signs you might need more salt include muscle cramps, fatigue, headaches, difficulty concentrating, sugar cravings, and dizziness when standing up quickly. Signs you might be getting too much include excessive thirst, bloating, and high blood pressure. But remember, if you are eating whole foods and not a lot of processed foods, it's actually pretty hard to get too much salt. Practical tips. Let me give you some practical tips for incorporating more beneficial salt into your diet. Start your day with a pinch of salt in your water. This can help with hydration and give you energy. Some people add a squeeze of lemon for flavor and additional minerals. Cook with good quality salt instead of adding it at the table. This way you control exactly how much you're getting and you can taste the food better. If you exercise, especially in hot weather, make sure to replace the salt you lose through sweat. You can make your own electrolyte drink with water, salt, and a bit of lemon or lime juice. When buying salt, read the labels. Avoid salts with anti-caking agents if possible, and choose unrefined options when you can. Don't be afraid of salt in your cooking. Most of the sodium in the average diet comes from processed foods, not from salt added during cooking or at the table. Conclusion. So there you have it, the real truth about salt. It's not the enemy it's been made out to be. In fact, it's absolutely essential for optimal health. The key is choosing good quality salt and using the right amount for your individual needs. Remember, if you're eating mostly whole foods and cooking at home, you probably don't need to worry too much about your salt intake. Your body will guide you toward what it needs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based health content. Drop a comment below and let me know, what's your favorite type of salt to cook with? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, don't be afraid to salt your food. Your body will thank you for it.